says starting. Let's see. We're live. Yay! Let's see. Yeah, we're definitely live. It says the Hangout is live and on air. Hello, everyone. This is Tangy Frederick with Urban Rascals Online Television Network. I just want to make sure everyone got that because it looks like the little live button just pulled up. So I'll just introduce myself again. My name is Tangy Frederick, and this is Urban Rascals Online Television Network, and I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for coming and listening to what we have to share with all of you. The first thing I want to do is actually thank our sponsor, FinallyImproveYourLife.com. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. We really appreciate it. And also what I want to do is, last time we actually, I think it was a topic Charlie spoke about, it was actually autism awareness. And something that I wanted to share with all of you, some really exciting news. About 2 or 3 days ago, I got some fantastic news from an organization who's doing like a groundbreaking research to eventually and potentially eradicate autism, which is fantastic. And so what I want to do is I want to give everyone that information, the email address, if you know of someone who has autism and a child or a teen and they're looking for help, go to scott@thequantumconsultant.com. So once again, that's scott@thequantumconsultant.com. So what I want to do very quickly is actually let's get started. Let's have fun. And I'm going to just sit back, relax. As you guys can see, I'm actually at a cafe right now. It's such a beautiful day outside. I said, you know what, Tangy? Get out of the office, go outside, and do it at a cafe. So look behind me. See that person behind me? They don't know we're looking at him right now. Okay, so anyway, let's get started. I'm going to put myself on mute, and I'm going to let the host talk about the things that they want to talk about. And remember, guys, remember what month this is. And I think Angel's gonna touch on that. So I'm gonna put myself on mute. All right, when you guys are ready, you can start. Oh, really quickly, one last thing. By the way, Camille is she's actually one of our hosts, and the reason why she's not on today is because she's prepping for her anti-bully event that's actually going to be taking place next Sunday. So I'm helping her prep for that, and there's a lot of information that she's going to share, so she wasn't able to make this hangout. But we have Charlie and Angel, so perfect. Again, I'm going to put myself on mute. Bye-bye. Talk to you guys soon. You guys can start now. Angel, you can go first.
I wanted to talk about like how other people are affected by bullying instead of just the victim, like the victim's families and friends, how they get affected by it. Because I think like there's a lot of documentaries on it, but I think if they showed the family's views and the friends' views on what happened, because bullying gets is a really big problem and can affect someone really deeply, I would like to see what other people have to say about it that didn't experience it themselves but had to still go through it. I think that would be a good thing to talk about.
Now, do you know, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know of anyone who's been bullied?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both of you do. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about that. What was the experience like for the both of you?
It was really hard. Like, it's over now, but when it was happening, it was so hard, especially like to see one of your friends going through something that bad, and you feel like you can't really do something about it, and it's really sad. I didn't like it.
Wow. Yeah, that could be very hard. How about you, Charlie? Anything that you want to share?
Well, yes, I have seen some pretty bad things happen to my friends, and also one time I have been the victim. I think we all are at some point, because there's always going to be a bully out there. And
right.
Pretty much all I want to add.
Yeah. So what do you think some things that we can do as individuals to help stop bullying? Like, what are some things that we can do in our lives?
I know people say this a lot, but if you see someone being bullied, you should do something about it. I feel like people are always saying it, but people don't always listen to that. Like, my school takes this really, really seriously. So there's not like a lot of bullying in my school anymore. But before it actually happened, they didn't really pay much attention to it. So I think people should start thinking about it more, and probably, like, instead of just being a bystander, maybe go and do something about it, or go tell someone. That way the victim doesn't feel so alone.
Exactly. If you're a bystander, you should always tell someone, especially a teacher, a principal, an adult, especially people who are affiliated in the school, and your parents. You can tell your parents too as well, but once you tell like a principal or a teacher, they're going to do something straight about it. So that's pretty much what you should do. You should tell someone.
Have any of you been bullied? I think, Charlie, you said you've been bullied before. How did you handle that?
Well, I told my parents, and they helped me, and they actually called the principal, and he got down to it, and he helped the situation, straightened everything out, and after that, everything was pretty much okay.
How about you, Angel? Have you ever been bullied?
It's never been like really bad, but like there's been like rumors and stuff about me. But I try to like address them first and see like who started it and stuff like that, so I can actually talk to someone, and then I would tell a teacher about it. But it happened like a couple of years ago.
So how did you go about addressing it?
Well, I would like talk to the people, because like I knew the people who were starting the rumors and everything. I would talk to them, and I would ask them where they got it from, and so I could know probably who started it. That way I could tell someone, like a teacher, about it.
So what made you want to discuss this topic?
Well, I like how there's a whole month to have bullying awareness. A lot of people didn't know about it, so I felt like it needed to be addressed.
Perfect. Anything else you want to share, Charlie?
Well, I just want to share that bullying is very common, and if you ever see anything, tell an adult. It's the most important thing you should do, because I have learned from experience that you shouldn't at all keep anything that has happened from school or anywhere, because bullying happens everywhere. You shouldn't keep it to yourself, because then it'll just get worse and worse and worse, and the bully will pick on you more and more and more, and then you just can't take it.
Yeah, that's true. Now, have any of these bullies been your friends before they were bullies? Before they were bullying you?
Yes, they have.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Were they close friends?
Not really. Just saying hi a lot, and sort of like always hanging around me.
Okay. And let's say, for instance, after you addressed it, or you told a parent or your principal, how was it after that? Did they still continue to bully you, or did they stop?
Well, the kid that bullied me, he was actually very nice. He has some problems, but he realized his mistake, and he realized he will never do it again. And the principal made sure of that, but not too hard. But he knows now that he shouldn't do that anymore.
And how about you, Angel?
It wasn't really intense for me. It was just people saying things, and I I was friends with her first. This was my first year at my school, and it started because I tried out for the play, and I got like a role that someone else wanted, so they got mad at me because I was like new, and so yeah, that happened. But yeah, they apologized, and now I'm really close friends with them.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's definitely not a good feeling to be to be bullied. I was actually bullied when I was young as well. I was always tall for my age, so I was always picked on and bullied. And what I did is basically I would always tell my parents, always tell teachers, and so forth. And one thing that I realized is the individuals who are doing the bullying, a lot of times they have things going on in their lives, and they don't know how to express it or address it, so they take it out on someone else. Because there's a lot of bullies as adults as well, believe it or not. There are adults who are who bully other adults. And like Charlie said, there's bullies everywhere. So one thing that, I don't excuse them at all. But I really sometimes sit back and I think about the situation. I'm like, wow, that person's really going through something, because if they have to pick on someone else, it shows how much they're going through. So that's a great, fantastic topic. It's funny you bring this topic up, because next weekend on the 26th, Camille, who's a teenager, and I'm going to send everyone the link, she's actually having a Google Hangout, and she's been through a lot of stuff, and she said, you know what? She said, I'm not going to be a victim anymore, and I want to help put an end to bullying. So I'm going to give everyone the information after this Hangout. What I really quickly want to do is find out what Charlie wants to speak about. I'm going to put myself on mute, Charlie, and then you can start your topic.
Well, one of my topics is about bullying too, and since that's our subject today, I will speak about that. It is what bullies want to feel like, what they want to feel like. So, what bullies really want to feel like, as Tangy said and as Angel said, they have some problems in their lives, probably, if they bully someone else, because they don't get enough attention at home, or they could be from broken families and broken homes, and we have to feel bad and pray for those people. And what bullies want to feel like, they try to get attention at school from other kids, and that's basically what they want to do, so they can feel strong, so they can feel that they have power. Like at my school, they have this thing called RIP, which is what bullying really is. R stands for repeated, I stands for imbalance of power, and P stands for purposeful. And that's basically what bullying is, but it's RIP. And that's basically what it can end up to.
Interesting. Can you repeat that again? I think that's phenomenal. What does RIP stand for again?
R is for repeated, I is for imbalance of power, and P is for purposeful.
So R is for repeat from the bully standpoint?
Repeated bullying, yes.
Okay, got you. Okay. And so what are some things that your principal does and your school does to help put an end to bullies?
Well, he usually has a long talk with the bully and the victim of what they should do instead of what they did. Or, in fact, what the bully did rather than the victim. And then, sometimes he will come up with a punishment so the bully can finally learn his lesson and, learn it for good. And then the bully may feel like he did something wrong, and that's what that kid that bullied me felt like. He really went loose.
Right. Interesting. And what are some things that your school does, Angel, to help put an end to bullies?
My school, they give it's really, really bad. Like, there was one case in my school where there was, physical violence. Then they give them in-school suspension, so they have to, it's like detention, but during school. And they have like a counselor for it. So like you can go and tell the counselor about who's bullying you, and it'll all be anonymous. That way they'll know. Or you could also go, or they'll like bring in the bully, and then they'll bring in the victim, and they'll talk about it, sort of what's going on.
Very cool. Very cool. What grade are the both of you in?
I'm in 7th.
I'm in 6th.
Okay, so you're about the same age range. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Now I know there was some topics that we didn't discuss during our last hangout. That you both had 2 topics during the last hangout. Do you both remember what those topics were?
I think so.
All right, Angel, you want to start with yours?
Mine was just like about theater and singing and acting, and who enjoys that, I guess. Yeah.
So what was it that you wanted to share?
Well, this year I joined this like group. It's the like thespians. It's junior thespians. So we do like competitions, acting competitions, and it's really, really fun, and I like it a lot. And even though I've only done it for like 3 weeks so far, it's really cool because you get to, it's middle school, so you get to like meet new people, and it's great because you go on like trips together, and it's really, really fun.
Oh, cool. Charlie, do you have anything like that? Do you have like theater at your
Sadly,
school?
my school does not support drama club, and I was devastated. Absolutely devastated. So I'm joining this thing at it's the community theater. I'm joining this thing called Pee Topa, Pembroke Pines Theater of the Arts. So, and also there was a drama club last year in my school, which I absolutely loved, and I'm gonna help out with them this year because I'm in a new school now. But I can't play a part though.
Now, your father's also an acting coach, right? So do you get to act in any of the things that he puts together?
Yeah, I have a few acting coaches. I have my dad, I have my mom actually, and I have this teacher named Miss White and Miss Protano, and yeah, a lot of Mrs. and Misters.
Wow, interesting. How about you, Angel?
For my troupe, we have like assigned musical directors that'll help us with our musical pieces, and we have acting coaches, and yeah, it's really, really great. I love it.
Perfect. That's awesome. One thing that I wanted to discuss is how many times do you guys, like during a week, this is just a random question that I have, within a week, how many times do you actually go outside and play and enjoy nature?
0 times a week. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe twice a week, especially on the weekends, because sometimes I take long walks with my dad.
That's great.
I have dogs, so usually I'll go in my backyard and like run around with them, especially if I have like nothing to do. I'll just go outside and run around and go swimming.
That's great. How much time do you guys actually spend in front of, like, on a weekly basis? How much time do you spend in front of a television?
More than enough. I'm just kidding. Maybe on a weekly basis?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe 12 hours? Or
Okay.
a little more, maybe. Because my dad and I watch a lot of movies, and sometimes I play video games.
And how about you, Angel?
Well, last year probably a lot more. This year my classes are a lot harder, so I'm usually like doing homework on my laptop or something.
Gotcha.
I probably like watch TV on the weekends only.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I had a challenge for everyone that I just thought of because there's certain things that just come into my head, and I thought of what if we had an Urban Rascals challenge where between now and the next hangout that we do, you have to find one thing in nature that you want to talk about, something new, completely new that you never knew before. You have to find that one thing and talk about it during the next hangout. But it has to be out in nature, something about nature. What do you guys think about that? Think it's fun?
Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah.
Cool. Cool, cool. So let me ask you guys another question. What are some of your favorite books? Like, what kind of books do you like to read? Drama, adventure, sci-fi?
Well, I like some of the classic books, like Journey to the Center of the Earth and the Time Machine. But now I really like humor books, like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and let's see, I have some old comedian books and a lot of things. And I also like adventure, like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and all of that stuff.
How about you, Angel?
I really love mystery books. Like really, really scary mystery books are my favorite. I usually take them from my sister. Like whenever we go visit her in California, I take like 5 of her books back with me. So that's where I get all my books from.
And she's looking for her books like, wait a minute, I know I had this book. Where is it?
All the time. And she calls me immediately if she can't find her book. And she's like, did you read my book? I'm just like, no.
So yeah, some of my favorites are, I love sci-fi, love adventures. What was the movie that you just mentioned, the book that you just mentioned, Charlie? I can't think of it.
Harry Potter, Percy Jackson.
No, Percy Jackson. That's a great series.
Those are great.
Have you ever read that, Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah.
I want to order the new book that just came out.
What's the name of the new book?
I don't remember, but it's like the last one of the series.
Oh, okay, okay. 2 days ago, I just saw the last movie. I think it's the last movie they filmed, Sea Monsters or something like that. That was the last movie, right, that they did? Or do they have another one?
I think that's the last one they did, yeah.
Oh, that is the last one that they did. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So is there anything else?
A couple years ago, I used to be a complete Harry Potter nerd. So since the series ended, I got really sad.
Me too.
So what was your favorite Harry Potter book?
The Prisoner of Azkaban, the third book, pretty much.
How about you, Angel? You're sitting there thinking. You're like,
I don't know.
You can't think of one?
I can't do that with series. Because it's so hard, because a bunch of different things happen in each book, but they're all related.
That's true, like, there are, I think, 7 books, and one of them has 800 pages, and this is ironic. The book has 800 pages, this is the 5th book, and the movie is the shortest one. So the book is the longest one, and the movie is the shortest one.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, yeah, it looks like we're about to wrap things up. I want the both of you to think of a challenge, something you would like to challenge our audience to do. Like I challenge you to. You remember the nature challenge? That was my challenge. But let's challenge. I want you guys to think of a challenge.
Make a new friend.
Okay. Anyone else? I mean, anyone else? There's only Charlie there.
Trying to think of a challenge. Think of different actors. Like,
Okay.
we ask you a trivia question, and then they have to know the answer.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to do everything that I can do on this end to make it a little more interactive so that our audience can actually interact with us. But I'm going to do something. I think I'm going to meet a new friend. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can meet the person behind me since we see his head. Let's just see, okay? Hi, I'm doing a Google Hangout with kids. They have a lot of kids going on. Sure. And they have a challenge. They're supposed to meet a new friend, so you're the closest person to me. You see them there? We have a whole audience. Those are the two kids. So this is a person I'm going to meet. What's your name?
Scott.
Scott? Hey, nice to meet you. His name is Scott, guys. Thank you. Okay, so there you have it. I met a new friend. You guys could come off mute now.
Whoa.
What you think? It's my new friend Scott. All right, well that was fun. So let's wrap things up. Anything else that you guys want to share? Oh, shout outs. We have to do shout outs. I would like to give a shout out, of course, to my mother, to my father. Big shout out. Mwah, I love you guys. To my brothers, to my nieces and nephews, to my mentors. Love you guys. Thank you so much. To my friends, all of my friends on Facebook, all of my friends off of Facebook. And a shout out to Charlie. You also have to, don't forget to give a shout out to your mom and dad, and your mother has a show coming up, so that's a little reminder. So that's my shout out. I'm going to hand it to the host to give their shout outs.
Who goes first?
Either.
You can go first.
Okay. My shout outs are to my mom and dad for always helping me with this, and I would like to thank the Lord, and I would like to thank all the acting mentors that helped me to achieve my goal of doing this. Excuse me. And I would like to thank my entire family. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yay! Okay, Angel. Ready for you.
Shout out to my sister in California because I keep on taking her books. She's probably mad about that. Shout out to my other sister because I keep on taking her clothes and she's probably mad about that. And shout out to my dad and my mom for letting me do this and for being really great supporters. And shout out to my troop, 88298 Virginia Thespians. Yeah.
Yay! Yay! And once again, I want to thank our sponsor for FinallyImproveYourLife.com. Thank you for sponsoring us. And we want to continue these Google Hangouts. We also want to pull as much content as possible that's conscious, trendy content for kids, for teens, and those young at heart. So please donate to urbanrascals.com. Any donations, any sponsors, any advertisers, you will help us empower more kids and more teens. And also, not only that, on Sunday, Camille is having a Google Hangout. So check that out. I'm actually going to send out the information on Facebook. If you want to find out more about Camille and the Google Hangout that she's going to have next week, next Sunday, yeah, go to Cam's Dare to Be Different on Facebook. And that is about it. It is, oh, we have 1 minute left. Okay, so what are we going to do during this minute? We have 1 minute. Everyone take yourself off mute. And let's all say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
All right, I'm gonna stop the broadcast right now, and remember to enjoy nature, everyone. Enjoy nature and take care of nature. Bye bye. Talk to you soon.